Hi, my name's Richard Winter. I'm Sales Director for Vetus Limited, and I'd like to tell you about 3 great new products that we're introducing for the first time here at the London Boat Show in 2016. I'd like to start with the M456. This is the latest engine in our M line, which uses our M line marinisation, which features a water-cooled top cover, which reduces the engine room temperature by about 15 degrees Celsius, or approximately 20%. In combination with an air filter, that reduces the noise output of the engine by about 5 dBA, which is a very big reduction in the amount of noise you get from the engine room. The cover itself, in addition to just cooling the engine room environment, can also be used as a step. For those engine rooms where you can only access them from above, you can use this as a step to get down into the engine room, and it is a proper step for big heavy engineers to step down into that space. Other parts of our M-line marinisation are to make all these service points easily accessible on the engine. This means the filter is located high up. There's an extended dipstick that you can reach from the top of the engine. The relays and the fuse are all accessible from the top of the engine. And to meet the EC Machinery Directive, there is a finger guard on the front of the engine to protect your fingers from the belts. Another benefit of the cooler is that it's, in reducing the engine room temperature, protects things like electrical components, like the alternator, by keeping those temperatures cool enough that it operates at full efficiency. The engine features an electric fuel lift pump, so there's no need to bleed the fuel system, and the entire marinisation has been subjected to a process of 26 different process improvements and quality improvements, quality of materials, assembly, and things like chemical cleaning of all the elements when they manufacture the heat exchanger. It's also coated with an electrostatic paint process, which means that the paint is really tough and really hard, should have a long life. For the first time here at the London Boat Show, we've introduced our new GX series of generators. So we've completely redesigned our generators to make them compact, quiet and easy to use. We've introduced our M-line marinisation on the engine. So the engine is a fixed speed generator engine with an SAE housing, and now features our M-line series marinisation, which has a water-cooled top cover, which reduces the temperatures inside the canopy so that the engine operates at its optimum efficiency. All of the service points are located on one side so that you can access the fuel filter, the oil filter, all from one side of the engine for easy serviceability. The alternator is a brushless AC alternator with a very, very clean sine wave, less than 5% total harmonic distortion, and we have standardised on one brand of alternator across the entire generator range. The alternators themselves come with an electronic automatic voltage regulator, and we've also introduced a new control panel which gives new multiple readouts on things like the engine speed, frequency, temperatures and pressures, and also provides a number of shutdowns to protect the generator set in operation. Well, this is aimed at owners of larger vessels where they have extra electrical demand on board. People nowadays want to cook electric so that they can remove gas from the boats, makes the boats safer. They also, in a lot of cases, want air conditioning, they want washing machines if they're going on extended cruising, they want dishwashers. And we can provide enough electrical capacity to operate a small home almost indefinitely for those people who want to cruise off into the sunset. The generators are available with or without the soundproof canopy, and they all come complete with a kit of installation parts. So the entire exhaust system, which includes a water lock, a muffler, a gooseneck, piece of exhaust hose, a skin fitting, and all the clamps to assemble that, plus the water inlet kit, which is a skin fitting, a ball valve and a water filter, are supplied with the generator. And all of the service points that you need to connect are all located on one end for easy installation. Lastly, the other new product that we're introducing here for the very first time is our retractable swing thruster. This is available as a range of thrusters from 55 kilograms force up to 160 kilograms force. And the whole point of retractable thruster is that the boat is smooth underneath when it's retracted, and you can deploy the thruster to the correct tunnel depth so that it operates efficiently. Ideal for sailboats where there's a very shallow forefoot, catamarans where you can deploy it and the wash then passes underneath the second hull, and also for the stern thruster in twin stern drive power boats where a normal thruster would simply hit either stern drive. You can place this slightly forward and the thrust will be forward of the drives. There are other models on the market, but this has some significant advantages over the competition. One, it's very compact, and two, most other models feature a complicated mechanism in the driveline, which means that there's lots of metal exposed in the seawater that requires maintenance. This has a straight shaft. As you can see, the motor itself actually moves, as does the tunnel. This means that the entire drive is a straight shaft and there are no joints that require maintenance. The design also of the bearings means that all the thrust is taken care of in the correct plane, and it has a number of safety features to stop you. So you can't deploy the thruster if there's an object in the way. If you do, it has an automatic retract mechanism. If you strike something, because the boat is still moving, and you run into something, then there's a safety protection pin that will shear and allow the thruster to move up out the way without damaging. And the entire communication protocol is on a CAN bus.